Hey yo, what's going on with you guys traders out there? Hope you're doing well. This is Chris at Verlo Trading coming to you guys with the video here. You're probably watching this on the weekend. It's a Saturday and I'm going to just lower the mic volume real quick. September 9th, 2022. It is a Friday and I wanted to do a video here today. It's going to be a trade review video of the best trades of the week. Call it trades of the week. Call it 2 A+ setups in the bond market trades that I had today this morning, okay? Now, I put this video out for you guys because I don't have any other content to make. I've been very busy working on other stuff that is related to trading, but stuff that I'm not really ready to share out publicly yet. So stay tuned for a lot of crazy stuff because that's what we've been working on. So that's it. And guys, so I hope you enjoyed this video. It's going to be a trade review and you're basically going to hear my live recorded audio and screen recording as I was trading and as I was planning those trades this morning. And it's not going to be 100% real time. That's because I cut in between the sections that had dead air, because in the bond market there's times where there's nothing happening for a minute or 2 minutes, nothing is happening and the trade is playing out, so you're going to be skipping. You're not seeing the whole trade from real time start to finish because these three trades that I'm going to show you guys in this video are quite long. Okay, so let's get started. If you enjoy this content, remember to leave a like on the video and press all the buttons you can press in the description. And I know some of you guys click on these videos and you just watch them because you know that I'm a smart motherfucker and I share pretty insightful things about trading, and you just watch the whole video. You don't comment, you don't like. You guys are a bunch of lurkers, okay? Don't be a lurker. Comment on the video if you enjoy it. All right, here we go. This was the best trade of the week last week. And just a coincidence that last week on Friday, I had a very good trade early on in the morning on the bond market. And I didn't let it ride. I mean, it had a lot going for it. But basically, we had bounced off of a big level right after the non-farm payroll report and went down to test it again and then came back up. And the market was pretty much a one-way show. I was betting on the idea that we were going to continue to see a one-way show. And, I just took my profit at my measured move, which was around 7 ticks for this one. But the market had a lot more to it in this case, and it did continue to rally after that nearly all day, which is fine. But we took our piece, and that's it. So let's go on now. We're going to look at the trades from today. And here you guys are going to see my recorded screen from today. So there's not going to be any camera. Just sit there, watch the trades, and you're going to see and hear the way I trade. You might learn a few things by watching it. So let me know what you think down below. Thank you for watching. Take care. All right, we're rolling. Just to record the screen so we can review later. So we're looking at the bond market. The ES is also moving. I was watching a decently looking long there at 40.50 or 40.49, but this one actually turns out it followed through here. Made sense because we broke down below and then the volume was slowly creeping higher. Now I'm watching for this in the bond market, which is a pullback area. So right now we're bouncing off this sort of area here on the 5-year. And the profile is shaping up in a way that, well, if you look at the 15-minute chart, the pullback area is here. So we'll have to see what this allows here. The volume's quite low on this little rally here. We'll see what happens. So if you look at it contextually, 5-year daily chart 12.5, that same area of 12.5 is holding. I think there's more confluence at 31 on the 5-year, as well as 30 half. Would you short it on a breakdown? Maybe you would. Maybe you would. All of it looks pretty dangerous. The only trade I would take here would be this poor high area here at 13 and something. 13 and a half. You see the offer there now? I want to see them trade through that. Maybe a few ticks to 14. And then come back in and hold the offer at 13.5 again. I sit there like a sniper and wait for my trades. Look at that. What are they doing with that weak offer? They're playing with it. Goes bid. More bids show up. They hit the ask. You see that bid 600 there? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. There goes 14s. Now, again, this probably won't happen, but if it were to come back now, right now, and regain this half on the offer, 13 quarter, I would want to sell stop into that. Because there's a good chance we can see these prices again. If it gets through 12 half, there's a good chance we can see this again. And then this. Just to keep watching. Just looking for more buyers at 14. Sellers hit it. Hit the offer 75. Goes bid again. I mean, as soon as there was an offer at 75, they hit that. So could mean someone's getting squeezed out of a short. In which case, that's a good sign if the market goes down, because they'll be chasing it back down. Still 1375's trading. The next possible trade is a breakup higher through 15s and trade maybe 75, 16s and up. And then we can sell 15 on a reclaim down. It's quite a risky trade, but it's possible. Since 15 is a poor high. The other scenario was break 15 by a couple ticks and just get kind of stuck up there. And then you just sell 15 or 14.75 if you can. If you want to bet that 15 is going to hold. Then you look to get maybe 3 ticks out of it, 14 and a quarter. Okay, well those bids just disappeared. Now we're seeing some selling. Short covering on the tape right away. 13 and a quarter is where we're at. Quite a lot of absorption on the offer at 14. Lining up. $150 in the queue there.
Order has been filled.
Filled? Now watch 50. My stop's all the way at 14 and something, which is all right. So now we want to watch 1350 here. Remember, this is a reclaim trade, so we shouldn't really expect to see them regain 50 that much. They might try, but I don't think they will. I mean, if they do, we'll be wrong. If they hold 50 on the bid, we'll be wrong. We'll just have to let it play out. Remember, 12 half is going to be an important area. Shoot them buy quarters. Need to just be patient with it. And grab a quick sip of water just really quickly. Here's 1275. Remember, 12 half is a poor low. Ideally, I want to see them get through 12 half. That's going to be part of this trade here. If they don't, they might have to come back up and test 13 halves another time. Which I can accept that. I can accept that in this trade. We'll have to see if they can get through here. So far we're seeing some back and forth. Some sellers are trying for it. Just stick to the plan. Stick to the plan. 10-year, we want to see the 10-year trading around 3 ticks lower than where it is currently now. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, around 3 ticks lower, then I'll consider scratching it or getting out of this. 2.5s, they're trading higher. They're trading higher. They held the poor low. They might have to come back up and test 13.5s. I really have no clue if what it's going to do right now. What I am hoping for is for the 10-year to break below its 15-minute candle, which would be about three ticks lower, 4 ticks lower now. 2.5's trading. The 5-year's just been chopping here. And what I will do, I think, is I'm going to move my order a little lower. See how this reacts. Because if the 10-year does crash down a few ticks, I think the 5-year is going to go even more. So if it does go down 3 ticks, I think the 5-year can go down potentially 4 ticks. So from 12 quarter to 11 half, that's around 3 ticks. So I think we're reasonably okay here. So it looks as though we're okay here. 1.5's trading. And this should be kind of a one-way show. Watch the sellers on the tape there. Trading into this high note at 12s. Sellers are winning. 11.75s now on bid here at 11 half. 380 in the queue. One's trading on the 10-year. Half's traded a little bit. We're 77 in the queue,
Order has been
and we're
filled.
filled. We're filled at 11 halves there on the edge of that profile. Now we're coming into a demand zone here at 1075 on the 5-year and at 31 on the 10-year. So there could be a trade here. Not exactly a quick trade. 1075, and we're kind of going into this area now. We're kind of flushing into this area. So we'll have to see what happens here. It depends on how fast it gets there. That's the issue right now. Pull it for now. Not very convinced about 1075 at this exact moment. I think that there's a chance for sort of a greater stop run through the area. You know, you might see 10s. If you see 10s, then a reclaim, I'll buy 75s. That's the only risk that I'm accounting for right now, which is the risk of a bigger stop run through this 15-minute zone, through this little low noted area here. What I would, again, if I do see 10s, if they flush to 10s and reclaim 75s, I'll buy that on a buy stop. I'm just not convinced of buying 75s, especially the way it's approaching it. Like that. The ES looks like a similar pattern to what it did over here. Except this time, it'll probably not do the same thing. Who knows? Again, you know, it could not even get to where we're expecting it, and it could just kind of undershoot. That's what it looks like it's doing right now. It's undershooting this area. Kind of where to the profile edge kind of tapers off right there. And now we're going the other way here. So, you know, that could be it. Honestly, it's quite a tricky call, I would say. I mean, if you see the way they're taking these offers here, that could be it. You know, you could buy 12s, you could buy 12s quarters. It's a little aggressive to do that, I'll be honest with you. Because 12s, 12 halves is a daily chart zone, remember, so yeah, it's questionable. I would say it's very questionable. Right now, 12 quarters is signaling a buy stop entry, but I'm not too keen on it. Not too keen on that. It's not part of my plan. My plan is to buy 75s, 1075s, as low as 10s. So we'll see if we get that. If we don't get that, that'll be it. We're past 11 a.m. here in the bond market. And we exited our last trade here, which would have been, I would say, just after 11 a.m. So reasonably, actually it was right at 11 a.m. So, you know, reasonably, generally speaking here, most traders are probably away from their desks now. It's a hard call, I would say. I mean, there's no news for the rest of the day. We're trading on technicals here. There's still a chance for a bounce off those 1075s. You want to see it happen pretty soon, to be honest. Okay, so pretty soon means now. So there's a stop run that could happen here down to 10s. So here comes 11s. If we see 10s trade or something close to 10s, 10 and a quarter, 10s, reclaim 75s, I'll buy 75s on a buy stop entry. So here come 11s. The 30 years as well, trading evens. 1075s, one lot. There's a setup for a sell. 11 quarter offered to 1075, to about 11 offered, I would say. Watch the offers at 11. You might see some sellers hit that for momentum. Saw a few go through, about 250. 31 halves traded on the 10. 11s are offered now, 414. Here comes 31s. 30 halves, 31s, confluence area in the 10-year. Right into that area. Remember, we're looking for that stop run down to 10s here. That's looking like what we're getting here. 10s, 10 and a quarter. Didn't trade 10s, didn't trade 10 and a quarter. Offer pulled, then came back. Nothing trading at 10. Surprised. There goes 10s, 975s, right through it. Quarters. Bid. Halves. Quarters. $30 halves now. 10-year. Quarters. Bid. Watch now. 75's offered. 32. Changed my stop to match the current quantity. Let's see. Goes back down another time. 9 halves on an edge. Big high node right behind it. 10s offered, pulled. 10, 975 offered. So let's see, is it just going to chop down here now? Or is it going to reclaim? Probably it'll just chop. The reclaim's still in play though. That's one thing. So I'll cancel that off for now. All it takes is one good trade, folks. One good trade. Now this entry was... it was good. It was actually a sell stop entry on a reclaim. It was a reclaim short. Now we're just going back and forth in this area here, and it looks like these offers are pretty damn weak. I mean, you're seeing 10, 10 and a quarter. 30 half is where we're trading right now in the 10-year. So the 10-year looks interesting, the way it's sitting right there. It's kind of risky though, especially after 11:30. I mean, you're coming close to 11:30 in the bond market here on a Friday. I mean, not that that really matters, but if you look at the volume and the volatility here, it's pretty damn low. I mean, it's around 4 or 5 ticks in this 5-year here, and you can get trapped pretty easily if you don't know what you're doing. And even if you do know what you're doing, you can get trapped pretty easily. The one thing is that if we trade 1075s right now, based on where the 10-year is positioned, it will be above 30 half. It will be at 31 and a half. So that would be a reclaim play again. The thing is, 10 halves are a bit of a poor high there. That's really risky. Oh, not triggering, not triggering. Why didn't it trigger?
Order has been filled.
Okay, we're offered 1075. That's not a good sign. Looks like we're giving back. Ticks here. Yep, we're not doing well with this. That bids though is holding that 10 though. Doesn't look like it will though.
Order has been filled.
We have to take it. If it's there, we have to take it.
Order has been filled.
I'm gonna end up giving them back. It's all right. We just need to see here. The trade is there, guys. Trade is there. They're having trouble getting through 10.75, but let them play out. I think it has the potential to run. I'm not gonna just fucking give up on this one. I mean, does it need to come back and trade 10 first? Maybe. In that case, it's just fucking not worth it, man. I'll end up giving back the 3 ticks and that's it. It doesn't fucking matter. What will I have learned is that the best trades are when the market is more volatile. That's the best scenario. Not when it's like this back and forth action. Anyways, we're going through this trade here. The trade setup is there. I'm playing on a reclaim 1075. I'm long at 1075. The market is not following through. And now we're bid at 75. And we'll see what they do with this, if it's just going to chop or is it going to actually follow through. So now we're bid at 75 here. This trade has the potential to follow through, I would say. If it can become a one-sided show here. All the way up till 2s on the 10-year at least until 2s. And that would mean around 12s on the 5-year. So I'll move my order to 12s. But actually, bigger picture, believe it or not, this trade actually has the potential to follow through all the way up to the highs. So, but in order for it to do that, we'd have to see more buying now. So there we go, we're at 11 halves now.
Order has been filled.
All right, I took 4 ticks on that. Probably, I mean, tough call, right? There go 12s now. And like I said, this trade has the potential to rally to the highs, I think. But again, given the context here, slower market on a Friday, I mean, yeah, it can grind. It can easily grind. But I'm personally not really willing to wait there with my one lot. I'd rather get paid on my one lot and call it a day personally. But, you know, I know bigger picture that this is the trade that has the bigger expected value. Similar to the one on last Friday. But again, I just don't know what it's going to do. I'd rather get paid, you know. And if I were to stick around here and keep trading, I'd probably keep a long bias. So we'll see how things play out. I'm going to stop for now.